What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of AOS Trash Pandas. I'm your host, Rob, and with me, as usual, is my newly freed from jail and co-host, Carbson Whittlemaker. How's it going, Carbson?
Jail was hell. They kept me in the pit for 2 years.
The pit?
Yeah.
Not even...
They just threw craft dinner down at me. Cold craft dinner. They didn't even put ketchup on it.
But you love cold craft dinner. Oh, but they didn't have ketchup on it.
Yeah, they didn't put ketchup on it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. As long as
they
it's not
put
Heinz
on it,
ketchup.
but
You know.
They did put ketchup on it, but it was
Heinz.
It was Heinz.
Oh, man. As a Canadian, not okay.
Absolutely not.
Everyone
we're French's house here.
I thought they were from Ontario. The farmers?
French's?
No. Oh, French's. Yes, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
God dang it. I didn't even keep the bit going. Yeah. That's true. No, we actually do have French's. Like a lot of Canadians won't do Heinz, right? After that whole
because they betrayed us.
They did.
Yeah.
They betrayed in such a crappy way. Anyway, this is not actually the ketchup podcast.
No, I think we need to talk about this.
We kind of do. Yeah, people should know. Yeah. Like, I think I've got some of my American cousins to stop using Heinz or whatever. They're like, that's just so crappy. Anyway.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, I do my best.
You should be doing. You know what? This is like the opposite of a sponsor. Don't buy Heinz.
Don't buy Heinz. Yeah. You can use their ketchup that you get at McDonald's or whatever, obviously. Because
just throw it out.
Yeah, you throw it out, or you use it, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you're not paying them money.
Well, you're indirectly paying by using it.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, whenever they ask me, do you want ketchup? I say no. But sometimes they throw it in there anyway, or whatever, or they just don't ask you. No one's gonna know. You know what I mean?
Heinz doesn't care about your opinion.
That's true. Actually, you could throw it out and then just use another brand. Anyway,
the only thing though is that if you use it at a restaurant, that restaurant's going to keep buying it.
No, that's true. I agree with that. I was just talking about McDonald's and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but what are you going to do? Bring your own ketchup into Earl's or the Keg or something like that?
Maybe I will. I'll make my own garum.
Yeah. You know what you should do though? You should just use whatever ketchup if you use ketchup, at the restaurant, and then just tell them you should really use Heinz. By the way, there are other kinds. Anyway, did you see the rumor engine, Carson? I wanted to try and pull us back on track here.
This one's a weird one. It could be AOS or it could be 40K. I think it's 40K.
I think it's 40K too. But you're right. It is weird, for sure.
It's a little too primitive looking to be 40K, but maybe it's like Necromunda or something.
That's what I was gonna say. I wonder if it's like the Desert Waste or whatever that thing's called. I don't think it's AOS, and I'm almost positive it's not Old World.
Unless Cities of Sigmar got really good at making.
Yeah, I could see it being sort of steampunky. I mean, but that's crazy, Actually, and those fingers look way too skinny to be dwarf fingers. I'm gonna say debunked, unfortunately. Debunked. Get him out of here.
Previously bunked, no longer bunked.
It's true. I asked you before the show, but you said you haven't been working on anything hobby. You've been working 2 jobs until very recently. So I was telling you to be much harder on yourself, really. I sort of completed my Gore Warden over the weekend. And then just before we went live, I didn't paint his teeth. I'm not actually done. And I knew I wasn't done anyway because Andy is going to print me a top hat to put on him. Because I whittled his cane out of spare sprue. And I made a cape out of green stuff. But, so I knew I wasn't done, but I'm extra not done. I was less done than I even realized. So I'm going to hopefully finish him up real quick. I didn't tell you. I played I've been playing Liam my son every weekend for the past 3 or 4 weekends, and he played Nighthaunt again, and I got this double turn with FEC, and everything popped off like multiple 6s on my Terrorgeist jaw rolls, just killed everything. It was it was so like over the top or whatever. And he was just kind of going like, this sucks. And I'm going, I know, and I'm sorry, you know? And I was going, but, you know, if you want to have fun in this game, you should be playing this army or another like Timmy army where you can just go in there and smash stuff. Like, you really can't do that with 900. You can kill things, but you have to set up, you know, like all under spell and, you know, get a few things off. Hopefully make your, what is it? 2 up or 3 up with your chain gas and your 2 up with your Lord Executioner, and you know what I mean, like, or whatever, and get off the light shard, get them into position. Like, there's so many things that have to go right in order. But whereas I can just kind of throw my Terrorgeist in there and roll a bunch of 6s and kill things, and it's just really fun. So I think he's going to play Seraphon. So I've started building up Kroxigor, a lot of hammer units, and so I think that's what we're playing next weekend. But you did have a weekend of Sigmar yourself.
I did. I just got back from North American Masters, which is the team tournament that we did the list name review for last week. A lot of fun. I think this year I had more fun than last year, despite not getting the result that we quite wanted. But really great event. Thank you to Ricky and the whole TO staff, like Charles and Michael Sleman and Alex Frias and all them. Ben Rudier. I know there's more people. Danny, I'm sorry. Thank you all so much for putting in the time to host this event. The food was incredible at lunch every single day. The venue was really nice. Like, there was a lot of people bringing up, like, it was a pretty expensive tournament to go to, but it included like your hotel and your lunches every day. So I think once everyone got there and once everyone was kind of together, we're like, oh, this is what we paid for. Like, this makes a lot of sense.
Right.
But honestly, it wasn't too bad, all things considered. So, yeah. And then the event itself was a lot of fun. You know, everyone was in good spirits. All the rounds were really competitive. Like, you can definitely tell that from last year to this year, people really picked up like how to play teams and how to build a comp and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was
that's awesome.
It was really good. Yeah, PNW went 3-3 this year instead of winning
the whole thing. Yeah,
yeah. But like, congratulations to Northeast for winning the whole thing. Last year they were our first opponent. This year they were our second opponent, and they ended up beating us out. Congratulations to Canada for coming third again, and also a big congratulations to Southeast for coming second this year, despite being, I think, almost last year.
Wow.
So they had like a big blow up for sure. But yeah, people really brought it this year. Like,
nice.
It was a pretty spicy event. And then while the team itself didn't win anything, I brought home the award.
Wow, good for you, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
You. Yeah, for my Ogors.
Yep. That's sick. Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to whoever decides to host next year. I've heard that the Gareth Thomas, the host of Old Town Throwdown, is thinking about putting in a bid to, or he will be putting in a bid to host. I know that Nick True, who runs Adepticon, is going to try and run it alongside Adepticon next year if he's picked to host. So,
and where's Old Town Throwdown?
It's in Southern California.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, what's his name again?
Gareth Thomas, but he usually just goes by Tomo online.
Okay. I think I do know who that is. Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be great hosts, you know.
Yeah. And I think Ricky's going to put in a bid too. Like, I think that before this, a lot of people were like, "Ooh, I don't know if I want to host this. This could be whatever." But as soon as the event happened and it was like such a success and so much fun, people were like, "Absolutely, I want to make sure that this stays alive for the next year." So
good.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I don't exactly know what's going to happen with the PNW team. I know that we do want to wait until closer to the event than we did last time or this time.
Oh,
like we picked our team in like February of last year.
Jeez.
and then originally the event was supposed to be in October, so it was like only 8 months-ish lead time.
I see.
But then it got delayed to January, and it's like, having the team picked a year in advance sure was awkward.
yeah,
because you kind of just have like a decision made and like 6 months of doing absolutely nothing. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're kind of locked in, and there's not a lot of flexibility there. Wow, that's awesome, man. Welcome Keith, Sigmar, Scotty, Razor. Only way to go is 9 dinosaurs. There will be more than that, but which means that there is more ways to go than 9 dinosaurs. But it is going to have the soggy Carnosaur in the list for sure, because that thing is basically Kragnos without the 3d6 charge. It does a lot of damage, and it's fun. But yeah, so when you were down at the event, we had the reveals. A lot more than like I thought we were going to get. Like I thought we were going to get like probably like an OBR launch, like, or FOMO box kind of deal, and the models therein, and you know, the announcement of a battle tome. But we got a lot more than that. So yeah, should I just pull them up?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So the first thing, well, not the first thing that they showed a trailer, a really funny trailer that I used the whole bone, you know, push the bone tithe button or lever or whatever. But one of the first things we got, and this is kind of important. It was the chariot, right? So I got the chariot on the stream right now. And do you know why I think that this is important? The chariot.
Why? Or do you want me to actually guess? Or
I was looking for like a guess of sorts.
Why you think this is
important? Why the reveal of the chariot? I'm not like, I think the model's cool for sure, but why do I think that the chariot being revealed is important?
Why do you think that the chariot being revealed is important?
It's going to
revealed
take
first
a little,
or revealed at all?
Just revealed it all, that it was in there.
I have no idea.
So it'll take some memory, but in one of the what do you call it? Leaks, rumored leak lists, is an OBR chariot. Right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so I thought to myself at the time, and I probably said on the podcast at some point, that is something that like a leaker would think of, because they're just like if someone was making stuff up, it's something that they would think of because it's Tomb Kings-esque, right? So that being on the list of things to me was not surprising whether or not it was true. So I was kind of thinking like, well, if it turns out to be true, then it probably means that the other rumors are true. Because now it could have been a guess, except for like the other things, you know, that were hinted at also turned out to be true, like the archers and stuff like that. And like some of these are kind of a Tomb King sort of feel to them, but yeah, it's, I don't know, like that's what kind of excited me the most. Like I'm not an OBR guy, so like the chariot, while, you know, I kind of went, that's a fine looking chariot. I wish they didn't have a bunch of skulls shoved into the ass of the animals and around there. Like, they need to chill. Like, they're made out of bone. They don't need skulls inside of them. You know what I mean? But, you know, that, you know, there's the bone tithe lever, and then there's the GW more skulls button, and they were pushing and pulling both.
Need more skulls.
You need more. They need more skulls. You know.
I think the regular horses do have skulls in their ass. Like,
do they?
I do know that. I know for sure that Archcavalos Xantos has in his horse. Like, it even has like crotch skulls. Like it's just like to fill the void. They just cram it with skulls.
Just cram it with skulls, and they've been doing that since the Mortarks in like the end times. Like Manfred and Neferata. Like all their beasts have, you know, skulls crammed inside of them.
Yeah, which, to be honest, is a flagrant misuse of the bone tithe.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they're taxing people, and this is what it's going toward.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Imagine like your local government representative is like riding around on $1 million yacht.
Yeah,
and the yacht is just stuffed with like truffles. And
yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why did you have to do that?
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Like Ethereal Flame would have been, you know, cooler to me personally.
Yeah.
But then they're not making this army for me. Like this army was never like an aesthetic that I was really into, or even the lore, because like the lore of the Tomb Kings was like Cetra was like against Nagash, right? And the OBR are like the most loyal Death faction. They're on the complete opposite end of that, lore wise, right? Not that I was a huge Tomb Kings guy, but like, you know, yeah. Anyway, they're not made for me, but these are cool. Like they're cool as shit. You know, like if you like, they're right up that OBR alley. You know, my one critique is shoving more skulls into the pinata bodies of these, you know, undead mounts. But very cool. I hope you guys liked the reveals. What's wrong with butt skulls? No, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with it. Actually, I guess we kind of are. Like if your tax money is going, yeah, the bone tie. That's true. That's true. But I mean, really, what I was saying though is butt skulls are not for me. You know, butt skulls are not for me. Rib skulls are not for me. Like the bits in between the neck, like you can see more. You can see neck skulls. You know, like they're like. Here's what I'm saying. Most of you guys don't know this, but I painted a Realm of Battle board, and I think it had 1,200 skulls on it. Over 1,200 skulls. Like I was just doing my best to count. Butt skulls are for the skull oligarchs. Exactly. That's exactly it. Skulligarchs. Thank you, Carson. Yeah. Yes. Shame on you, Ogre on Sprue, for not, calling them skulligarchs. But I'm
Skulligopoly in the OBR ranks.
Thank you. Exactly. Sigmar Scotty says, I am really close to choosing OBR for my Death faction. I like that they are Nagash's elites. Yep. They're all like their own little generals and stuff like that. Yes. So, Keith, you might know that our good buddy Ryan when it first came out, he called the Gothazar Harvester the Crotch Goblin. That's what I have called it ever since then, and it took me forever to learn its actual name because I only called it the Crotch Goblin, and I only heard it called the Crotch Goblin. So yeah. And Carson says you're welcome for the correction. He didn't say that, but it's implied.
I thought it.
Yeah, he thought it. Kinda. Here's another view. They've got an archer on there, and then they've got the guy with the baseball bat who hits the mailboxes of the other Death factions, particularly Night Haunt, because
Dang you, OBR. OBR house.
Yeah, House OBR. They're Gamma Ossiarch or whatever. Yeah. They're totally like a frat house, man. Yeah. They're so a frat house, dude.
The Gash is just like, OBR.
He's the Dean of Death, you know?
Dean of Death.
Yeah. So, yeah, they look cool. Nerds? What's that?
I said, who are the nerds?
Once again, oh man, none of them are really.
Is it Soulblight? Maybe.
I think it has to be. It's not FEC. That's the only thing I know for sure. Right?
FEC, or you're like the preps. I think they're trying to be something they're not. Yeah.
I thought they were or I guess they can't be the jocks because OBR are the jocks. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, but like these guys are sucking up. They're but we'll come back to that. Okay,
yeah.
Let's put a pin in that. Yeah, this very important topic. Don't get me wrong. Okay, it's obviously extremely important.
I've always really wanted to do like an Age of Sigmar tier list of things that have absolutely nothing to do with the lore or the game.
Like
just
what?
like how big the poops are of each faction. Ooh. Ranked from like S to F.
I thought of doing a show, just like talking about like a tier list show. I won't actually give away, in case we do it in the future. But yeah, I mean, I would, as you know, I would be so behind that. Like,
yeah,
and get tier list maker out.
Yep.
Yeah, and pick a topic like that. Right,
it's like how generous of a kisser this faction be?
Yeah, exactly.
Like OBR? No, not
No,
generous. Definitely
no.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, like what do you call it? Idnith would be like on the lower end, you know, of things. A little cold, right? A little
Feck are the
wet.
stoners.
What's
That's
that?
true. Tol Seroth in the chat says that Feck are the stoners.
They're the stoners. That's it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Or they're like doing acid all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're doing
Like
everything
in the
man.
lecture, and they're just like
and
at the professor.
and that's why they have the munchies. It all works
It all
out.
comes together.
It all came together. We got there in the end. Yeah, we could do like which in every faction, who's who in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Like that's a show by itself, right? Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. So now up on the stream is Big Daddy New Guy. I think
Liege
that's his name.
Mortek.
Yeah, I think so. I've just got the pictures up because like I opened them in a new tab so that they're nice and pretty for the people at home. This guy's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool.
You know,
he looks very chunky, and I like that.
He is, and he's big. Like they showed on the stream that he's actually a big boy, and you can see here in this other picture that he comes with multiple different heads and weapons, which is really cool. They need to do this way more often, in my personal opinion. What weapon is the coolest, by the way?
I like.
I know what I like.
First of all, say that the helmet where he's holding the spear is the coolest in my opinion.
Agreed. It does look a little bit like corn.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it does.
I agree with that. My second favorite is
think
the one just above it. I was deciding between those two.
That's cool. I think that the weapon that you think is the coolest is the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think
I'm not an axe guy. Like I'm not always an axe guy, but like in this situation, I like long bearded axes.
Mm-hmm.
A little style to them.
I kind of like the spear, to be honest.
Spear?
I've always been like a spear and shield kind of guy.
Are you? Yep. I can dig that. It's got a nice thick blade on it. It's not like a little bitch blade. And the only downside though to this one is that like I definitely think it might break right at the hilt. It looks pretty skinny there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, you should still pick like whatever you think looks the coolest because it's not that hard to repair, right?
Yeah.
What up, Pat? Thanks for joining us. The axe is pretty badass, right? Scotty, I do hope you get into OBR. I think it's a great choice. And then we've got some archers. And my initial impression of these guys was like, what the fuck? I was just like, what? And then they pointed out that they've got like another eye on the middle of their forehead, and they got this weird like eye at the very top. And I'm like, okay, like that's weird, but AOS should be a little weird. I do think they look a little bit squat. It might have to do something with like the tabards or like the loincloth things that they're wearing. I'm not really sure. But they're cool. I like the bows. The bows have like a proper, like they look thick. Yeah.
I think these guys are kind of neat. The only thing is like, what in the Beetlejuice is that burning pelvis that is following them around? Like, what is,
yeah. So apparently, it's the idea is that they dip their arrows into it and then they shoot, and then if you get hit by it,
they have a mobile crotch to dip arrows into. Like it, why
yeah.
is it?
You mean as opposed to like fanny packs,
or
they could
just
dip it
like
in?
Anything other than just like a tripod crotch that has flames coming out of it? It's so weird.
I dig the tripod crotch. It's like got a mouth. It's got like teeth on it too, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the more crotch bone goblin goodness that we can cram into this army, the better. Like,
oh, interesting. There's a Photoshop error in one of these pictures. If you go to the second picture of the archers.
Okay. Here, one second.
Which is, there's one archer on the top left that's like sideways going like this.
Okay.
And if you look at the base of the archer on the right, it's overlapping in front of the
Oh,
the
yeah.
tripod crotch.
That's ridiculous, yo. Man, they must have done this quick. That's so funny. I wasn't even showing that. That's so funny. I kind of like the guy who is like he's just holding his bow down. You know?
Yeah, that guy's pretty. He's almost like a dryad. I'm kind
Yeah.
of getting that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Like a Sylvaneth of some kind.
He's the you know Bonereth. Let's go with that.
Bonereth. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Overall, though, I think they're pretty cool. But apparently, like if you get shot with the flaming arrows, then you can't heal. It's got like that
Weird flame kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Eat.
Which is kind of cool. And then what do we got? Oh, and then we've got the Zeratools. As someone pointed out, they look a lot like Zeratool from StarCraft. These are my favorite OBR models ever made. Like if the whole army was this, I would be in some trouble. I've got two separate Zeratool like models or whatever, hey? And yeah, I really like that whole vibe. But luckily, this is just one unit. I didn't pull up the other ones. I'm safe for now, you know? But I love the smoke bombs and stuff like that. Like, this is so cool to me. And it's got more of that, like, Egyptian... It's got more of an Egyptian feel to it, which I kind of dig. So, yeah. Anyway. What did you guys think?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, let us know. A mobile tip dipper. A bonad, if you will.
There we go. Nice.
These guys are really cool. They remind me of like the mandrakes from the Drukhari in 40k.
Right. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Except they're like bone Egyptians version of those.
Yeah.
So I could see people using these as a proxy for those for sure.
Well, and like their swords too are like they've got like this kind of thick, you know, like they're not like long and skinny. They're more like thick and stout a little bit. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm not like
gutter runners are crying in the corner looking at the OBR ninja.
I swear to God, dude, if we don't get them anyway. Hopefully those rumors are true. Like this is part of what gives me some hope. And that whole thing doesn't make sense still, unless we're getting like a decent chunk of more proper, release. True, poor gutter runners. Yeah, it's true. But we did also get this is already way more than I expected. And actually, during the stream, and actually I said this in our local chat, but then I saw it elsewhere as well. Like, I kept thinking because OBR came out in 2000 and 18, 19, somewhere in there. They were after second edition though, for sure. Right?
It might have been 20. I think it was 2019.
I think it was 2019. That's what I would have said, like June of 2019, if I was to guess. But so they came out, and then Idoneth came out in first edition, the very last bit of first edition, and then we got that crappy release that we just got for IDK, where we just got like Wave Man, and we got Gen Z, Mathala, and the Incarnate or whatever. And now OBR is getting like chariots, cool badass assassins, heroes, like archers, like all like a decently good chunk of a refresh. And so I was immediately just going like, man, why and not Idoneth? They're so unique. Like they're so freaking unique. And then I saw that sentiment a lot of places elsewhere. But it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. And then, but honestly, I thought all we were going to get, I said this to Carson before we started the stream, but I thought all we were going to get was like a FOMO box size thing, and maybe like a little tangential side release kind of thing, or like a hint of a new battle tome coming out. We got a lot more than that. So we got all this OBR stuff, which is like way more than I thought they would show. They also showed Battle Force. We're getting a Battle Force box for OBR, which is two Mortisons, whatever they're called, the big guys, big boner wing guys. I always forget their name. Morghast, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, is that
or Morghast? Because there's two on each side.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't know what I actually said. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then, is that Vok Mortian or whatever his name is? I gotta be very careful how I say it. Vok
Mortian,
right?
Yeah. And then Arkan in the center.
Arkan in the center, and then 2 units of Mortek Guard. Yeah. And so that looks like a really nice new chunk. And then it's also going to be like the new Army of Renown with Arkan the Black. And then we're getting a new spearhead for them as well, which features the AOS Warband duders.
Tyrannic cohort.
Yeah. Yeah, them, whatever they're called. Are they Warcry?
I think they're Warcry, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cooler. That's way cooler. And then, a couple of unit of Death Riders and the Liege Cavalos, or whatever the heck his name is. And then a Regiment of Renowns box as well. Oh, no, that's Vok Mortian, right? The guy who's like in the casket.
Is it? Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
The one in the
in the chair is
Battle Force is a Soul Mason.
Soul Mason. I bet we already got corrected. Nope. Haha! The delay didn't get us for once. These assassin dudes look more Necron than anything else in OBR. They look very Protoss, right? Thanks for joining us, by the way. Good to have all you guys. Hey, Ludivicus, I'm glad you're here for this next bit. So we got this is already way more than I thought we were going to get. And then they showed more stuff. So we got the Fate Master for Tzeentch here. And I actually think this guy's awesome. I don't really like the sort of weird chapped. It does, like someone said, it was either on our Discord or on our club's Discord, that it looks kind of Slanesh-y. The bottom half. Yeah, I totally get what they're saying. But then I was thinking, you know what? You could just paint like the legs, like where it's flesh here. You could just paint it black, like he's wearing like tights or whatever, like a what do you call it? A sweat guard, rash guard bottoms or something like that, right? And then it'll look. I think it'll actually look a lot better. It'll look less Slanesh-y kind of feel to it, more.
I mean, it's kind of like Pyric Acolytes are actually like usually old men that have essentially cast spells to make themselves look like JoJo characters. But like for some reason, that's what the Tzeentch nerds always do. They're just like, I'm going to be buff. Now we can't make fun of me anymore.
Well, but you know what? To be fair, the Tzeentch nerds are aware. Like a lot of chess players exercise because you need like good cardio and you need like good physical attributes to keep your mind healthy, right? So I don't know. I think this guy's awesome though, is what I actually wanted to say. I think he's really cool. I love the feather cape thing wrapping around the halberd. I think halberd is really awesome. It looks almost elvish in its style.
His like proportions are elvish somehow. Like he comes across like tall and slender.
Yeah. So. In the second picture of him too, it looks like he's only got 3 fingers on his left hand. You can see on the right part of that picture that he does that the ring finger is just down a bit or whatever. But no, I mean, I don't know. I think he looks awesome. I think I would, paint the legs with tights. Old men shouldn't wear assless chaps. At least that's what my neighbors keep telling me. I mean, what you do on your own free time is your business. Yeah. Would go hard, though? Yeah, absolutely. No Chaos Warrior equivalent is a bummer. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, you could certainly throw this guy in as like a Tzeentch, Warriors of Chaos guy in the old world if you wanted to. I think he'd fit in really well. But yeah, you draw the line. Okay. Oh man, we're like, okay. So then we got this, and the reason, by the way, I said I'm glad Ludivicus is here is so I can thank him. I'm almost positive it was you, Ludivicus, but I think you were the one who said this for arcane terrain, and I was like, yes. I moved over to another Discord and I said, please order me these terrain for arcane terrain. Like, I didn't even say, like, I didn't even try to hide it. I think that's a great idea. Because, like, I think the small arcane terrain is the most common form. And they would be, what do you call it? Like, they'd be mirrored. You know what I mean? Like, the base size is the same. And it looks very arcane-y. Like, this is perfect. So
I think it depends on how big these are. You might have to make like a bit of a bigger like base underneath them.
maybe someone said I think that they're 80 mils, so they're going to be tall as shit.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. You know, so yeah. I mean, even if they're 60, like we've been using the little Sigmar statue guys, and yeah, like it would probably stick out like one way on a 60 mil, but like probably not the other way. It'll probably be a little too shallow for that. So yeah, it was you. Mm-hmm. Good. I'm glad. Thank you for the suggestion. That was awesome. I am going to get them, and I am going to eventually paint them for the channel at some point. Yeah.
These like obelisks kind of make me think of biblically accurate angels.
Yeah,
that's like the
or demons. Like demons have like a bunch of like eyes all over their bodies, and yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna paint them, but no.
Yeah, the battle tome cover for Tzeentch is kind of neat too.
Let me just pull that up. Yeah. It's what's his name? Oh, I had the guy. Magister on disc. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It is cool though. It doesn't look AI art generated like quite a few of the other ones do. Yeah, I think it looks awesome. And it doesn't look like too much like the model. Like you know what I mean? Like you're not instantly recognizing it, which means they did something a little different, which I appreciate. Yeah. Oh, 90 mil? Okay. I didn't they might even be 90 mils apparently. So that'd be
pretty crazy. Those are huge.
Yeah, that'd be on the bigger side of things, actually. But Beefy was the one saying that they looked too small or something. No new heavy armor warrior unit for Tzeentch is what I meant. Oh, still stuck with Bubblegum, Goatman, or JoJo characters. Yeah, I mean, I guess Tzeentch isn't really known for like heavy armor, but that would be cool. I hope they do something. Like, even if it's in the style of, like, Ogroids. Like, they got, like, some kind of chunky, like, ostrich bird warriors with, like, weird, thick armor on them. I mean, you know, build it and Carson will come. And then we did get some Lumineth stuff.
The Venari Lord Regent?
Yeah.
That guy's pretty cool. I think he looks way better with his helmet on, though.
Yeah, they kind of always do.
Like, let's just cover that face up, buddy.
Yeah.
You got a face for radio.
It's exactly. It's like, well, Elvish, you know, men have to be kind of pretty, and we're GW.
They all look like John Malkovich, though. Like, it's
I know, but like that's what I mean, though, is like they're so bad at doing any kind of like beauty or feminine stuff that look like John Malkovich. God damn it. I didn't even hear that properly. Yeah. Man, what a dig at John Malkovich.
John Malkovich isn't ugly. He's just like kind of got alien features, right? Like he's like,
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You look at him, you're like, whoa, like you're
That's
a
true.
lot.
I am going to tell John Malkovich at our next meeting that you said he was ugly, though. Just
Please
FYI.
don't. I will.
Oh, oh, and then we're getting a Battle Force Tzeentch, which like it looks like good value, but I'm kind of thinking like, God dang it, like replace everything that's on the front of this box
Yeah.
and the left side. Like the chariots are fine. Actually, no, the chariot is fine. It's the flamer thing that's just, I don't know. They're so
Flamers
goofy.
Are not that old.
I know, but they're not that good looking either. Like
They're horrible.
yeah,
They're
like
really bad.
The Saurus Warriors, the what do you call it? Like the Saurus Warriors and the Cold One Riders or whatever they were called, Saurus Knights. They weren't that old either. They were made after the Dark Elf Cold One Riders that looked badass.
If maybe I'm wrong, but weren't the flamers made in AOS?
I
Tzeentch?
don't think so. I think they came out before, but I could be wrong. You mean like the regular flamers? The goobers?
Yeah, not that flamer. That's like an exalted flamer or something. But
Yeah. Not you mean not the exalted. You mean the regular flamers? I think they came out before that. I think they came out during fantasy and / for 40K. I could be wrong though. I think that the horrors came out more recently, and I think they were like 7th edition 40K. But I think they were already out when I. But you know what? There was a year that since AOS came out before I got into it. So it's possible that they came out then, obviously. But I do have that link somewhere of every AOS release. So if we want to know, chat, let me know if you want. I can find it and we can figure that out. And then there's a Spearhead Zangor thing that they're releasing. By the way, this is exciting, I think. I just want to point out that so we got OBR in the pipeline, we've got Tzeentch in the pipeline, and we're getting a Battle Force box, we're getting a Spearhead, and we're getting a Regiment of Renown for everything we've seen so far. Like, that's pretty awesome. They are prettier than the Demonettes. I don't think anyone would, well, maybe someone would argue that just because they like Tzeentch more, or just because they like Slaanesh more, I meant to say. But by the way, the Spearhead with the Zangors, this is like a pretty good deal because you're getting, I mean, assuming that it's not priced stupidly, but I don't think they've really been doing that. You're getting like 2 units of the flying guys. Oh shit! Give me 1 second, Michael. You're getting the hero, and you're getting a unit of Zangors, and so like these are all modern kits. It's thematic and it's cool. Michael Sabetti, $14 donation. Thank you so much. I want to formally welcome back BC back to Canada for next year's tournament. Wait, what? What does that mean?
Because Canada beat the Pacific Northwest in our round at Masters. And before the round, everyone's like, if Canada beats PNW, that means they get BC back, right?
The war over BC?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys should feel honored. Like, if you guys were really bad, you just be like, okay, whoever wins doesn't have to have BC back. I mean, here's the thing though, right? We are a 2-hour drive from our friends in Seattle, right? We are a,
5 days?
5-day drive?
Yeah, maybe 4 if you're like really going.
Yeah, if you're like a psychopath, you can do it probably in like 3 or 4 days. But like I don't know how many, hours, how many tens of hours it is. So it's hard, but thank you very much for the donation. Michael. It's very much appreciated, and yeah, I mean, it's not my job, not my prob. So I'm going to say, yeah,
Okay.
BC's going back to Canada.
That's right.
Yep.
You're exactly
You're
right.
first. Uh, Going to love this AOS box. Yeah, that's so true. So much of the Battle Force box can be used. I don't know if you can use. Can you use like the Zangor Enlightened and that kind of thing in 40k? I don't think so.
Yeah, you can.
We're going to talk about LRL, but they're lower down on the article. Idum.
I was talking to Matthias about it actually, and he brought up specifically Zangor Enlightened on discs of Tzeentch.
Oh,
As
you can't use them.
you can.
Oh,
but
shoot.
he brought them up as like an example of how inflated points are in 40k, or rather deflated, because like the armies are gigantic.
They're so big. They're
And-
so big. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think he said that 3 disc like Enlightened, Zangor, and discs of Tzeentch, they're like goober units that you go and get tactics and whatever. But
Yeah.
they're like 30 points for 3 guys.
Jeez.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's nothing that's 30 points in AOS.
No.
Nothing.
no.
Like, I think the cheapest is like maybe 60 or 70.
70?
And it's just like
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
dogs.
It's like Terra Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. For like
Exactly.
70 or maybe more. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, like an Exocrine, when I last looked at it, was like 100 and something points. You're just going like, what? Yeah, it makes it prohibitively expensive to kind of get into. Like, if they don't reset the points in a major way, I'm not even going to look at 40k. You know, like I like orcs a lot. I'm kind of tempted if the rumor is true and orcs are part of the 11th edition box set, but I mean, when am I going to paint it? A, and B, even if I'm just like having fun on my own, like if the points are that inflated still, I'm just going to be like, okay, you know, not going to happen. So then, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, so I guess we started LRL, but then you wanted to talk about the Battle Tome cover. So that's why we came back over here. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But we got the Lumineth Realm-lords, Venari Lord Regent. Oh, that's the same sword, but a different pose. One guy's like, charge, and the other guy's like, I'm good here. Yeah, I like the helmet on a lot more. What if you put the helmet on, and then you also gave him the arm where he's holding a helmet, and then you painted a different color, and you're like, I'm just holding my girlfriend's helmet. She's buying jeans.
She's in the bathroom.
Yeah, she's in the bathroom, and there's nowhere to sit in this mall. It's crazy. And then Battle Tome Lumineth Realm-lords. This cover is also pretty cool. I'm not really I'm not a Lumineth guy.
This
at
one
all.
seems very similar to the one that they already had, or the 3rd edition one, I want to say. But
don't
yeah, this
remember
one's pretty cool. The proportions of the side characters look a little odd, but
They do. It almost looks like you're looking at it like through like a fishbowl or something like
Yeah.
that, where it's just like fun mirror kind of style. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. And then Battle Forced Ilithian War Host. You've got like, what do they call the twins? I think that's the name of them. You got Sentinels. You got the River Folk, whatever they're called.
Ithralhan River Blades,
Yeah, that's
Venari
it.
Blade Lords, Venari Wardens,
And then what's the
and-
thing on the far left? The Ballista?
the Star Shard Ballista, I think.
Sure. Star Shard Ballista. That's what you said.
Star Shard Ballista.
Cool.
That's right.
Again, this is like, like what you would expect to pay for a Battle Force box. Like, these are looking like good deals, a lot of variety, pretty good variety. Like the Tzeentch one has like 2 units or 2 box. Oh no, wait, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just 1 box. Both pinks and blue / brims. Yeah, okay. So that's good variety. And then the Spearhead Huracan Vanguard. You've got 1 unit of kangaroos. Then you've got like the dope
Spirit of the
character.
Wind.
Yeah, Spirit of the Wind. And that looks like Goku on a cloud, I think. And then
Yep.
another unit of Wardens. But, you know, even if you're buying both of these, like, okay, you got 2 boxes of Wardens. Like, that's perfectly...
True.
Yeah, like
Reinforced
honestly, yeah, like you could buy both of these things and you're not overlapping enough in a way where you're not like, okay, this is some great variety here, you know?
Yeah, the only overlap that is like you probably wouldn't want 2 of is that little foot hero guy that's in front of the. Oh no, that's the champion of the unit, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is the champion of the unit. That's
Yeah.
not a character. Okay,
So,
never mind. I
yeah.
lied.
Yeah. Get used to it, everyone.
Big liar over here.
Big liar, this guy. Keith says new custodies will be getting my money. I probably get back into LRL, but my memories of the Warden's Pikes are still too strong. Yeah, like our buddy, one of our friends, I won't mention who actually, is like looking to get back into Lumineth. He has Lumineth, but he's still like, I need to. He's like, what about Phoenixes or whatever they're called? The Phoenix Warriors from High Elves. Like, what can I change out some of these models to? Because they're just, I don't want to travel with them. So, yeah, that's not an uncommon sentiment. Wish you had the money for another army. The Tzeentch box would be nice to practice airbrushing on. Yeah, it's true. I like the lower points of 40K. Don't see it as a problem. Well, the problem, like, it's not a problem. Like, if you're in the game, you're enjoying yourself, all the power to you. I'm talking about like when you want to get into it, though. The lower points means you're paying more money. You have to buy more things to have a 2,000 point army because, like, you know, you can play lower point games, you can play combat patrol, but like most of us know that when you're playing AOS or 40K, you know, it's kind of like no one really like. Maybe this is especially like a local problem, but like I don't know about you, Carson, but like it's hard to find someone who wants to play lower points at all. You know what I mean? And like, so like you feel like you kind of have, if you don't have 2,000 points of an army, then, you know, what do you do? Right? Like it's hard to find a game. So I think it's actually easier to find a game of like 2,500 or 3,000 points than it is to find one of 1,000 points. I personally really like playing smaller point games, you know, and I like narrative stuff and that kind of thing too. But yeah, it gets really expensive. It is way more expensive to collect a 40K army in the current edition than it is for AOS. But yeah. Spearhead doubles with 2 of the same faction is legitimately a fun low point game mode. Yeah, I mean, we actually haven't had the chance to play doubles Spearhead yet, but yeah, I want to honestly, I want to just like it doesn't have to be the same faction. We could or pick the same, or maybe that's what you mean, like where you're like.
I think you mean like just doubling up and then one person plays both.
Oh, interesting, huh? No, I really want to play like a teams game. Like you have, I don't know, you have destruction. So like you play ogres, I play Iron Jaws versus like, you know, Kenrick's Stormcast and Eric's Seraphon. So they're both like it kind of makes sense that they're allied up, but it'd be like a fun. I want to try it out, but. You know, also, yeah, like Spearhead is way better than Combat Patrol, and that's true. Like Spearhead is a great way of getting smaller point games in, but 40K like Spearhead or Combat Patrol isn't popular. They don't like their Spearhead. You know, they're not that thrilled with it, and so like it's even harder to find you know, the smaller point of games. But I mean, there are like 40K is popular enough that you could probably find people that are into like slow build, lore centric games that are just hopping around and doing that kind of thing. Like I'm sure you could find it. I'm just saying it's bottom line. It's way more expensive and you got way more to paint to get into 40K fully. And so, yeah, I've got no problem with lower pointed games. I probably like them more than the average person. Regiment of Renown, though, is also coming to Lumineth, and it features their spell lore, their manifestations, I should say, and like one duder with like a lamp or something like that.
You gotta keep the lights on.
You got to keep the lights on. I mean, yeah, like those spells don't go up for free, man. Like, you know, the electricity on that doohickey in the middle there, it's crazy.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, and one of them's just a giant gem. Like, they don't grow on trees. So yeah. Anyway, I kind of like it when they do these like regiments of renown that are the manifestation lore, just because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like another way to get him if you're already into the army.
Yeah, they have the Tzeentch one as well. Yeah,
That's true.
with all of the Tzeentch manifestations in the Tzeentch wizard. It's pretty cool. Yeah, just to see how they like interact with other armies' rules. I know that Lumineth, they're going to change like the way that the manifestations work, but the way that they work right now isn't like particularly army dependent. It like doesn't make
really?
army work.
That's too bad.
So, no, I mean like it would be a good thing so that you could just put it in your army.
Oh, I
those
see.
Manifestations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
But yeah, we got so much stuff. Like, I'm really happy about it. And I thought they were going to be way more chintzy. They're also like, they're showing off like 3 battle tomes in January. So, like, we were complaining about it. Warhammer Weekly was complaining about like the lack of battle tomes in the first year of AOS 4. And Honest Wargamer, like everyone was kind of talking about it. And so it looks like whether or not they heard that, like probably not. They probably had their plans set way in advance of anyone talking about that, how little we got, and doing prediction videos. So I'm thinking though, like we're going to get a lot of battle tomes this year. It seems like we're going to get maybe 1 per month almost, if not, you know.
Yeah. There's
like
11 left, I think, after Nurgle.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think like just about 1 per month seems about reasonable. And I would expect that the last one probably releases like truly releases like January of next year, and then they probably cut it off after that because that's the end of the edition.
That's
right?
perfect. That's literally perfect because like that's what you want. You want them to be all done at least 6 months before. And then that way you can go in and because they always like they're doing 500 worlds right now for 40K. They always have to have there's some kind of tie-in to the next edition or whatever, some kind of lore campaign. So until we get, you know, into the ideal 4-year cycle for games, which may never happen, but you know, until that's the case, like that, this is the schedule that they need to have things come out on. So yeah, it's exciting.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. What did everyone think of like what we got so far?
There was a distinct lack of one faction, I will say, that I'd like to see sooner rather than later. I'm pretty known for this faction, and it's Fire Slayers.
Yeah, that's true.
You should have seen
Fire or dwarves in
or
general.
Kazalid Holds.
Kazalid Holds. That's what we really want. I do want to talk about that. Okay, both of those things.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to gauge the chat, see what they thought of so far, because that's like the next topic, right? Still remember my last doubles game. Got a good 40-minute of chatting with my opponent in while my teammate was micromanaging wolves. That's crazy. I'm really happy about it too. My wallet escaped mostly untouched. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like this is all cool stuff that I don't want. You know, maybe I'll actually catch up. You know, a little bit. You know, I'm always painting Skaven like that's just going to gradually just come out. You know, more and more, and I'm doing like a little bit of feck here and there, like my Gore Warden, which I showed earlier. And now I'm going to start moving back over to Seraphon. Seraphon are like, IDK was my favorite hobby faction. until the new or other than Skaven. Like Skaven's always number one. I feel like I don't need to mention it, but who knows? Maybe there's people new that are watching and whatever. Obviously, Skaven's number one, and then for a long time, number two was LRL. But then when the new Seraphon came out, I was like, these are my favorite models ever. But they're a lot harder to paint. You know what I mean? Like every time I'm painting a new kind of dinosaur, I'm like, well, they can't look the same, you know? Like, I can't have every dinosaur have the same skin color. That's crazy, you know? So, like, what's the new one going to be? And so I'm trying to think of, like, what my Raptidons are going to look like, right? And, but otherwise, I would have painted them a long time ago. But they're my favorite hobby army. So I'm building more Kroxigor. I'm going to be building some Raptidons and painting them up, and I'm really excited for that, too. In between Skaven projects, obviously, right? As usual.
Yeah.
But
I love that. You can tell that Eric's in the chat. As soon as you mention Seraphon, like Seraphon is number one.
That's
He
true.
hasn't said anything else this stream.
That's true. That's true. Well, he might not have been here, to be fair.
But he's always here watching.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I sent him the list that I planned for Liam, and he gave me a couple of tips.
Nice.
Seraphon are cool though. Like they've always, so like my first army was Skaven back in '93, and then the first army box starter set I ever bought was 5th edition Warhammer Fantasy with Lizardmen and Bretonia, right? And I didn't know back in the day. I was telling my son, like I split the edition with my friend, and I got screwed over. And because I got the Lizardman and he got the Bretonia. And my son's like, how did you get screwed over? Like, that's half the box. I'm like, yeah, but there's also rules in there. I didn't get them. So we go into this game. I built my models and I didn't know how to play the game or whatever. And he just creamed me because I didn't know anything about it, like about the new rules and whatnot. There was a pretty big change to 5th. But yeah, Skaven is number 13. How dare you? Skaven is number 1 in my heart. You can be whatever number you want, but deep down, everyone knows gets his best. See, we've ignited like a race war in the chat. You heard me.
Not going to touch that.
Come on. Don't be a wuss, Carson. Wave releases will mirror this one. One faction gets a lot of new stuff and the others get 1 or 2. That's absolutely. I think that's going to probably tie in. He's just standing there menacingly. What can I pull up, by the way? We can stare at the glory of the... Where is the
Tzeentch Foot Hero is like probably my favorite thing that they really like. He's like an anime villain. Yeah,
he's pretty dope. He's super sick. Like for me, my favorite thing is the pylons, just because.
Oh, those are cool too. Yeah,
they're super cool. Like they're cool general terrain. I'll throw them up there for now. We can put other stuff on there later. Okay. By the way, I'm almost done reading Skarsnik Leviticus, and if you haven't read that, like, man, the old world novels, the old fantasy novels, they're just on another level. That book is so freaking good. That would be amazing, Razor. I want that too. So we kind of touched on it.
The Tzeentch Foot Hero looks like a Power Rangers villain. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like.
It so does. Right down to the assless chaps. Yeah.
Exactly. Messed up a lot of kids. Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, they're like, why do I like this? Where did this come from?
I know, right? You know what was funny? I was teaching at this kindergarten, like to put myself through university in Japan, and the Power Rangers came on, and I said something like, "Oh, you guys have Power Rangers too?" Like I was never really that into them. Like they were on after school, and it was never really my thing. But like I was only ever even around for the very first one with the Green Ranger and all the racist, the Black Ranger's a black guy, etc. And so anyway, I went over there, and they were showing on this little TV, and I was like, "Oh, you guys have Power Rangers?" And they're like, "Yeah, like they're from Japan. I was like, oh, of course they are. But I didn't know that, like, because like they're North American kids, like they're speaking in English, and then it didn't occur to me that like the scenes where they're fighting the monsters and doing all that stuff was filmed in Japan, like all that stuff, right? And so I felt really stupid, but and it's not something I was really into, right? So it didn't really occur to me, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those shows where it's like a Japanese show that just got dubbed over in English and then they added extra parts.
Yeah, they
did
added.
You ever watch? No, I know you did actually. Sorry.
What's that?
I think it was Takeshi's Castle in Japanese, but then they made it MXC
Yep.
in English.
Yep.
With Guy Ledouche.
Guy Ledouche.
Guy Ledouche here.
Yeah. God, I love that character so much. It's so stupid, but I love it. And like, yeah. And like over there, it's just like a regular, like Japanese. I mean, Japanese game shows are pretty crazy, but like, it's just a regular game show. And yeah, they're not even the same at all. Like the whole idea of the show is completely different. Beat Takeshi is like a famous movie star. He made Royal Rumble. He's directed a bunch of movies. He's in like a bunch of gangster movies. Like the main guy in that show is super famous. Takeshi's Castle. Like he's a real guy. Yeah. Oh man, one of my favorite lines ever was like, this is Molly Sanders or whatever they named her, right? And it was like she teaches biology to finance her stripping career. I remember just watching and like eating a sandwich, and I'm like, what? I laughed so hard. Yeah, that show is gold. It's amazing. It's like on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube, like basically for free. So yeah. You have not read it yet, dude? It's incredible. Skarsnik. Okay. Back to the topic at hand. Okay. So we've kind of been theorizing about it a lot, but we got the Nurgle hint, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, new Nurgle models, not much of a stretch. Now we've gotten the OBR model rumors confirmed. Chat, Carson, people watching this in the distant future of tomorrow and the next day. Does this mean that the rumors for Kazalid holds and ogres are confirmed? What is the percentage? What do we think? Are we excited? What is going on?
What is going on?
What is going on?
I am excited. I think what is it? Catharsis Chaser in chat said that there's going to be, this is going to basically set the tone for all of the releases for the year, and I think that's probably true.
Yep.
Where
totally agreed.
Like foot hero, maybe some like endless spells or faction terrain or something, and then like the big chunky faction release is going to happen, which is going to get a lot of focus. So
what got the least out of any of these things? Was it LRL?
Yeah, it was Lumineth. Yeah,
and they just got a foot hero.
Yeah,
but they've already got endless spells. They've already got faction terrain. So yeah,
so it makes sense. Like it was kind of like a sliding scale of like LRL just a foot hero, Tzeentch a foot hero, and the big like pillars. Right. The pillars and the pillarmen are basically what they did.
That's true. But like in 3rd edition, we would have just gotten, or 2nd edition too, we would have gotten a foot hero, and that's it. Largely.
Yep.
Like Skaven got a foot hero, terrain, and whatever in 2nd edition, right? Endless spells. But like a lot of these factions already have that. Tzeentch already has endless spells. So they got faction terrain. Now, Nurgle didn't get endless spells, which is very curious, very interesting. But I think that's definitely the case, right? I think that's completely right. I think a lot of us watching the stream, even if we didn't think that consciously, we're thinking subconsciously like, oh, this kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Because like, and I kind of said this when 40K came out, like I think our release sort of style is going to mirror theirs. And then there was some weird supply issues and stuff that happened, some different issues like that. But it has kind of mirrored it, where we're getting bigger releases with every faction. LRL is getting the least out of any faction so far, except for Khorne. I think Khorne had the same. Like they just got a foot hero, a badass foot hero.
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah,
it.
just a foot hero. I mean,
And
even Feck, I think, just got a foot hero. This
oh,
Lord
I
Felgren.
think Slaves to Darkness also just got a foot hero, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But they just got like 2 re-releases. They got
yeah.
2 like major dumps of stuff. Feck. Yeah, you're right. Feck. It's crazy. Like, it felt like Feck got more, but then Feck just got a re-release too, like at the end of last edition. So it's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
that makes sense, right? Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be the case. But what does it mean for the other factions? Like, does this confirm the ogre and Cazalet hold rumors? If not,
Yeah, I
what do you
think so.
think?
Like, to
Right?
me, the Cazalet hold thing is like too specific and
Right?
stuff to. Yeah, I don't know. It like I feel like it has legitimacy to it because the same people that got this stuff correct for OBR
Yeah.
are guessing those things, and it would be weird for them to be like in the know about something and then just to completely make up a whole bunch of other crap. So, yeah, I think it confirms it
Right?
in my mind. Yeah.
I hope so. You know, I want it to be true. So Hannah says, I think all 4 armies displayed last fall in the teaser bit get a bigger release. It's been true for Nurgle and OBR. That's another good point. We have brought it up previously, but that's an excellent point. Oh, and Night Haunt. Oh, but they just got their terrain piece. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the 4 things we got Nurgle already, we got OBR already, and now we're waiting on dwarves. My only worry, like, ogres is such an obvious, easy slam dunk of an army to get another release. Like, they've got the oldest models, they've still got resin models. There's so many reasons to do an OBR or not an ogre refresh, right? My only worry is the dwarves. Like, we've got chaos dwarves and we've got fire slayers in AOS, right? Fire slayers are just like they're like the old Skaven pestilence, where it's just like this one small bit of an old army from the old world, right? And it's kind of remarkable that we still just have them as a faction. You know what I mean? Like, how is Fire Slayers? Why are Fire Slayers? Why do they still exist right now? Like, we should have gotten a re-release ages ago. But my whole thing is like, if it's Fire Slayers like expanded, the reason why I'm hoping that isn't true is because I want my son to find a new army that he really loves, and it's not going to be Fire Slayers, right? Unless they just completely change Fire Slayers. But he really liked that dwarf in Warhammer Quest Poopwater, so that's like my one thing, right? But that's why I kind of want these rumors to be true. So I'm worried that I'm not even thinking about it like objectively. I'm worried that I'm thinking about it like wishfully. Just wishful thinking, like going, yeah, it's got to be true, right? Because I'm glad that you said that. Yeah. I want like fantasy AOS dwarves that it's new. I don't want them to be vanilla old world dwarves, because like that's where they belong, is the old world, right? You know, I want the Lumineth of regular dwarves. I want them to be interesting.
Kangaroo dwarves?
We've got kangaroo elves. So like I'm thinking like
Badger dwarves.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, badgers like totally suit a dwarf, right? They might lean into something else, like moles, or badger moles, or
hamster dwarves.
Hamster dwarves. Exactly. Or they might be more like lizard
Goats
focused.
Yep. Like
Goats, I can see, like, because I always think of goats, Bear, when I think of dwarves now after the Hobbit movies and Billy Connolly playing that dwarf that rides down the goat down the mountain. But goats, I think of beastmen though too. Also,
That's true. Maybe beastmen get brought back into lore as dwarf mount.
Yeah, now they're like the most unchaosy faction ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, you can ride me. Sure. The battle sounds good.
Leviticus is owls. I don't really think of owls as like an underwater creature. More like voles when I think of, you know.
Finch. A finch dwarf. Yeah.
But owls are like the most, what is it? They do feel like the most dwarf-like bird. If I had to pick like a bird that represents a dwarf, I could see it being an owl. You know.
Dwarves riding centaurs. There you go. And they're just like holding onto the abs of the centaurs.
The abs. Oh man.
Yeah. I think we got it. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I
Chaos dwarves just are the centaurs. But then the real dwarves tricked centaurs into being their mounts.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, we definitely need some more. Like I've said this before, but we've got so many elven factions in AOS. We need some more dwarven factions. Like we can't just have chaos dwarves. It's weird that we don't have normal dwarves. Really,
We kind of have. So I mean, like Cities of Sigmar isn't dedicated normal dwarves, but we've
but
got
those are
Caradron
literally
Overlords,
old world dwarves. Oh, that's true. I forgot about them.
and then we've got
I
Fire
forget
Slayers,
about them. That's true.
and we've got Chaos dwarves, and we've got like old world dwarves in Cities of Sigmar. Like they're represented a decent amount. For elves, what do we have? We've got Lumineth, we've got Daughters of Cain,
Yeah,
we've got
Idneth.
Deepkin.
We've got Sylvaneth, kinda. They really are, though. They really are.
Where are the actual elves in Sylvaneth?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I was thinking like the tree revenants are kind of.
Yeah. And then using the same dwarf
Long
logic, we
flowing.
kind of have old world elves in Cities of Sigmar. So it's kind of.
I
an
wasn't even
equal amount.
counting them, but like, here, let me push back on that, okay?
Okay.
So cities dwarves are old world dwarves, so they're not AOS dwarves, okay? Fire Slayers are one chunk of old world dwarves, so they don't really count either. The only dwarves that we really have that are from AOS are KO and Chaos Dwarves. Now, I did forget about KO, so that's on me, right? But even if you just look at like, what do you call it? You've got, like, if you look at like Idneth and Lumineth are fully fleshed, and like Lumineth is huge. Like that's a huge faction, right? We need like a dedicated main faction of dwarves. You would not count Sylvaneth. That's fine. Get him out of here. And then daughters. So that's like
daughters.
No, I know, but like that's three proper main. You know, Lumineth would be the mixed dwarf race, right? And daughters and Idneth are both they're both order adjacent. Like they're in order, but they're not really. You know what I mean? And then you've got Chaos Dwarves and KO. We don't really have like a proper AOS dwarf faction. And you know, dwarves
Hannah
are...
says, I don't really like the idea of having normal Dwarven. I want more weird stuff. What if
Yeah,
it was Dwarven,
that's what I'm saying.
but they're like really in defeat?
Is being in defeat that weird?
Like they're wearing like open-toed shoes all the time.
Oh,
You're like,
okay. No,
guys,
no, they're wearing what are they called? What are the really famous like sandals that like are leather?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
They keep following like the footsteps of the Sons of Behemoth.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we gotta find these guys. We gotta find it's like the mother lode to them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What about that?
Yeah. What about that, Hannah? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. By the way, I'm saying though, like we need like a general dwarf faction, but I'm saying make it weird. Like Lumineth are pretty weird. Like they're riding kangaroos, and they've got like weird like sheep, yak, mountain people. That stuff's weird. Like honestly, they didn't play it safe at all with Lumineth. Like, they probably should have played it safer. They probably should have gone more like lion-esque, an eagle-esque, phoenix-esque, like not kangaroos. Like it's not the most popular animal by such a crazy long stretch. Like, do you know anyone that kangaroo is their favorite animal? Like, have you ever met someone, that is not from Australia that thinks that they're the Birkenstocks? Thank you, Birkenstocks. However you pronounce that. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Pat. Yeah.
Yeah. What about if for dwarves, instead of doing like this is what the animal, like this is what they're themed after or what they're riding, it's just what they throw at their enemy, like that kind of
is what
is like the theme around the dwarves. They're just like, we throw like house cats at our enemies instead of like riding kangaroos.
Does it have to be? Does it have to be an animal?
That's true.
Like what if they threw the before you go into like a house, there used to be like people would have like these like boot scrapers. Like my parents had one that was shaped like a wiener dog, and it had this like fin that went up on top, and you could just scrape, like snow or whatever off of it. What if they threw foot scrapers or metal shoe horns made out of, I'm going to say platinum because it's heavy and it's something that you could mine?
I think that makes sense. But what are they using the shoehorns for if they have Birkenstocks on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. They don't need them anymore.
You're right. They're just tossing them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just shooting them at people. By the way, that reminded me, if you like dogs, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.
Wow, shameless.
I mean, if it works for Vince, it can work for us, man.
Do you like oxygen?
Dude.
Get the L icon.
I mean, if it works for Vince, it can work for us.
That's true.
I've been watching more Warhammer Weekly lately because I like it when he does like the nonsensical shows where they talk about like what model is coolest or like what they think like or how much they've produced of different AOS models or whatever, like, and they have stats or whatever. It's just like I like when I like something to paint to, and every time his dog comes in, he's like, make sure to like and subscribe for dogs. Because he's got like a puppy. He's got like a golden retriever or something. So that's what it reminded me. I mean, I don't remember to promote our own channel. So I got to do it whenever I can remember, And so if you like goblins, if you like dogs, or if you like goblin dogs, you should subscribe and like. My dog is afraid to come down our very narrow staircase that comes into the basement here. And so you will probably never see him on the stream unless I stream from my phone. So we got to use your sneaky goblin dog in any way we can.
Look at her. She's a little rat weasel.
That's true. Hannah says hit like if you're mostly made of water.
Yeah.
But only if you're mostly made of water. And be honest.
My goodness.
Remember the dwarf slayer goblin hewer? Yes. I was just talking about that a week or two ago, Bear. GW official, let's make them ride kangaroos. 500% sales in Australia. Exactly. What a weird choice that was. Like, and I'm here for it. I'm like Lumineth are not my thing, but I think it was a cool choice. Speaking from Australia, they look more like Gallimimas to me, but I see kangaroos every week, so shrugs. Yeah, I'm going to have to take your word for it. I have no idea what the hell that is. Is that like a mini kangaroo, or is that like a variety of kangaroo? The only thing I know about kangaroos is what all the Australian tourists used to tell me, which is they taste surprisingly good. And they're considered kind of a nuisance by a lot of people. They're like Canadian geese. Do you have opposite thumbs? Give us one of those. Up. Yeah. Hit the like button, buy dice or something. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, especially like someone bought a bunch of dice from Austria the other day, and I was like, God bless you. I don't have to message you and be like, so here's the thing. Like, tariffs happened and Etsy isn't prepared for it. Canada Post isn't prepared for it. So I have to arrange it myself and figure everything out. And it's way more work. And we have to like talk about it. And actually, and then there was another person who was just like, you know what? Not only am I okay with paying for the tariffs, you know, you poor bastard, and apologizing for his government and everything like that, but he's like, I think I need 20 more dice. So like, add 20 more dice to the order. I was like, okay, yes, sir. Like, at least it's going to be worth my while. I'm going to have to process the Zonos and then go through Canada Post and all that other jazz. So yeah, lots of dice on there. We've got Seraphon themed Hypnotoad dice. We've got Vampire FEC dice, Skaven dice, of course. We've got Ogre Meat dice, which make great wound counters. I've been using them as wound counters, even though I don't play ogres. And Goblin dice, which rolled insanely well by Dan. And what else? What else we got? Carbson.
There's the Canada dice if you want to donate to the...
That's true. There is the Canada dice. Yeah.
I'll show you those now, actually.
That's true. We got those too. And I've been getting a lot of dice orders for clubs and events and stuff like that lately. So those are also available. You can just shoot me an email. Negative. I am a meat popsicle. I don't know
Team
what that
Canada
means.
Dice.
Oh, I see.
Say sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry about that when you roll a 6. Yeah, they came out pretty well too. It looks good.
They came out great. Yeah. They're ultra matte, so you can read them practically in the dark.
Yep.
2 can play at that game, Carson. Actually, 2 cannot play at that game. But here's a Hypnotoad dice.
This one rolls a...
No, it's not. It's going to go into
3.
it's going to go into the Skaven dimension.
And then it rolled a 5. Then it rolled a 2.
He could just be making it up, everyone.
2.
Just FYI.
And then it rolled a 3. And then it rolled a 2. Then it rolled a 2.
Stop it, Carson.
And then a 5.
We're just bleeding viewers and subscribers somehow too.
Stop.
It's a dinosaur, and you call yourself a Seraphon fan. Wait, what? Wait, that's a dinosaur. I'm sorry, everyone. The chat is delayed, and so not everything's connecting. The meat dice are the best dice. The meat dice are very good dice. I use kangaroo mince in my spaghetti bolognese? Bologna?
Bolognese. It's like a type of meat sauce.
Oh, okay, cool. It's healthier than beef mince? Yeah, I'm sure that's true. I don't know much, but I'm just going to assume that that's true. Yeah. Oh, you were talking about... Oh, Gallimimus. Oh, the one with the... I know. Okay, fair enough. I am a dinosaur fan. I used to be a huge fan. But it's been a while. I'm sorry. That's true. Yeah, the head, I kind of get what you're talking about. But like overall, they look like kangaroos with like a bit bigger tails, right? That's fair. My inner Italian looked at you funny, Rob. I got no inner Italian.
Isn't it just an outer Italian? Like you're just Italian.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were just Italian.
Inner and outer, I guess. I don't know. The whole thing.
Maybe he's got like an innie Italian belly button, but like
and on the outside.
Yeah.
But how many licks does it take to get to the inner Italian? I wonder.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I thought you. All right, never mind. I'm not going to continue that bit.
I did go to Darren's Halloween party, but we didn't get that far. Reindeer meat is pretty normal to eat in Finland. I mean, yeah,
Deer meat is
caribou.
pretty normal.
Caribou is it's pretty normal here. I think elk is more popular, and deer is more popular than that, and moose is somewhere in between. But
I don't know that I've ever had moose. I've had caribou and I've had deer, but maybe I've had moose. I don't know.
moose is very lean, typically. Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be very soft, though, depending on how good you are at taking care of it.
Yeah.
But,
Make a nice stew. from
Oh
it.
yeah, we had sausage. We had steaks made out of it. And the steaks were so soft you could cut them with a fork.
Wow.
Really good. Really, really good. But you can't say exactly. Explain yourself, Pat. He's like, exactly, Carson. Like, what?
Exactly.
Elk meat is also pretty normal here. Are you in Finland, Hannah? Moose pepperoni sticks are amazing. They are. Bison is very common as well, even though they're almost all from farms, but they taste really good. My favorite burger I ever had was a bison burger in Williams Lake, of all places. Yeah.
Interior BC and the prairies is pretty, like you get bison all over the place there.
Yeah,
It's pretty
true.
common.
Anywhere like north of Hope, probably becomes more common, like 100-mile house and up. Oh, nice. Sick. Finland is apparently one of like the friendliest places to visit on the planet. I actually do want to go there.
Yeah, I'd like to go there sometime too. Maybe they can host AOS Worlds.
That
one
would
of
be
these
sick.
years.
That would be so cool.
Maybe. That'd be cool if a Nordic country in general did it. I think it's only ever been like... no, it's been Amsterdam a couple of years. I think it was held in Prague, I want to say.
Okay.
1 year. And then Italy,
sounds
and
right.
then Austria.
Right.
So like kind of like Central and then also Eastern Europe is kind of where it's been, but never any of the Nordic countries.
Or it'd be more Western Europe, right? Wouldn't Eastern Europe be like Russia and like...
I guess not super Eastern Europe, but I think Prague would be like relatively.
Oh, that's
Eastern.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But I think of Germany as Western Europe.
It's never been in Germany. It's only
Like
it's been
Austria.
in Austria.
Yeah, and Austria is... Yeah, that's true. Good point. I think Sweden is more ready to host AOS Worlds. That's fair. Like, but sometimes like countries like Norway are like super expensive to travel to and to host that stuff. So like Finland like would be a great choice, I think. It's pretty small. That's okay.
Is Leo Rautonen? I know he's playing for Team America this year, but is he still pretty involved in the Finnish scene, or is he? Yeah, let me know. I'm curious. I just realized I forgot the delay after asking that question, but yeah, he's the most famous Finnish Warhammer player that I know.
That's
Really great guy. I saw him this weekend. But yeah.
Oh, you don't moose and elk? The difference between moose and elk, so moose have palmated horns and elk have horns that sweep back and then they have tines that kind of go forward. And they're the two biggest ungulates though. Moose being the biggest by far. Yeah.
Moose are terrifying.
They are terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying. People
Friend of
have
the show,
no idea.
Robin Miller got trampled by one in his backyard, I think.
He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah, he is. But he was like dead.
Insanely lucky. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. My like I know someone, friend of a friend kind of thing, and they were driving next to a moose on the highway in Ontario. Or was it Ontario? I think it was Ontario. And they had plowed the snow and it was it went up super high, so the moose kind of got trapped on the highway, and he was just driving next to it like an idiot. Just going, I'm driving next to a moose. And the thing looked forward, looked sideways, and kicked a hole through his door. Like, they're crazy big and crazy powerful. People just don't know. There was like a video, like someone got too close to their calf, and the thing knocked over this dude and just stepped on his head with its back feet. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Yeah, I'm more afraid of moose than I am bears.
Black bears? Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, I wouldn't want to be near either one.
yeah.
but but the problem is that moose are like stupid,
Yeah.
and they'll like charge your car and stuff like that. Like
Yep.
it's Whereas
And
a bear at least will like try to keep to itself for the most part.
again, it depends on where it is. Like, one was walking down our alleyway, like right there, like 50 feet, and we just had to kind of slowly back up and move to the side or whatever, because it don't give a crap. It actually went through. Man, bears are such dicks sometimes. These are all black bear, by the way. Grizzly bear, complete opposite. Just, you do not want to be anywhere near a grizzly at any point. But there was a black bear that went down our alleyway here, knocked over everyone's garbage can and just like smashed them up. And then we were lucky it didn't smash up our garbage bins. But it took one of the garbage bags of ours, like filled with garbage, and threw it up our driveway like 3/4 of the way up the driveway. And I was like, what a dick. But then I saw what everyone else's garbage looked like, and I was like, oh, thank God. He liked me. He really liked me. He didn't do what he did to everyone else. He's just having a bad day, though, apparently. Just smash
Get better trash, goddamn it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like us going through list names. We're like,
Exactly. Yeah. He knew what to do with that garbage. Oh, man. Yeah, Rob got really beaten up by that moose. He is lucky to have survived that encounter. I have never. Oh! You're talking about your friend. Wow.
Robin.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He said Rob got really beat up. I was like, I've never. Anyway, we only have brown bears. They are truly terrifying. Yeah, grizzlies, brown bears. Like my buddy was hunting. He was going for elk. And what they'll do is, because they know what's going on, so they heard a gunshot. Someone was shooting an elk, ostensibly, and they were actually on horseback going through a trail. And all of a sudden, this grizzly just he ran into one of their horses and knocked them over. And it scared the grizzly enough that he bolted, but like... Yeah, and my dad lived next to one of the more famous guides in BC, and we never went for bears, because grizzly bear tastes like ass. They taste terrible. Black bear tastes great. Grizzly tastes like ass. But we would only go for like game meat, like moose and that kind of thing. But he would take people up, and they would go for grizzly. And this guy shot a grizzly in the spine, and it crawled, like, I forget what he said, like 100 to 150 meters with just its front arms before he could get another shot off, and he killed the guy. They're terrifying. Like, people do not know. Yeah. Anyway, we got a little off topic there. I saw a bear and a cougar go at it when he was in camp. Jeez. That's crazy. Quite a few grizzly attacks in our area of BC this year. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. Anyway, I think what this means is people need to buy more Hypnosland dice.
Or Team Canada dice.
No.
We're competing against each other.
Mostly. Can Canada dice do that? Can you use them as a monocle? Damn it, it fell off. I don't think so.
Damn it.
The old ones say no. The old ones say you got to have a Hypnoslam. Don't. Anyway, that bit got old quickly.
Yeah. At Masters this past weekend, I was sitting with the Canadian guys, and a lot of drinks were had, and one of these packs of Canada dice definitely got opened up, and we just started like whipping them at each other.
I'm glad they're using them. Glad you're using them well.
They're used.
I mean, you certainly have a lot of them.
Yeah. Then we started loudly singing "Oh Canada" at the Americans.
Oh dear.
Good times.
Good times. I mean, at least you're saying sorry when you're hitting someone with a dice.
That's true. Yeah, it hits them and it leaves a little sorry imprint on their forehead.
And then it looks like they're sorry. You're like, what are you apologizing for? And they're like, I got hit by a dice.
Yeah.
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 They're sorry. I'm not sorry.
They should be sorry.
You really should have been sorry. It's true. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess when do we, by the way, just to bring it back a little bit to AOS, just for a little bit, don't worry. When do we think OBR are coming out? We think they're coming out first, right?
I think so, yeah. No, maybe not actually, because no, it would make sense if they spaced them out away from the Nurgle release, wouldn't it?
Right.
And like 2 big
Right.
refreshes apart from each other. So I could see them doing like Tzeentch and Lumineth in the interim.
Right. So like February is maybe Tzeentch and
Yeah.
Lumineth. Like they'll probably come out at the same time, right?
Yeah, I could see like a preview for one of those two in a week or two.
Although we could get like a FOMO box for OBR. Oh no, I guess we're not going to get a FOMO box because they would have announced that. They announced a Battle Force box, a Spearhead, and a what do you call it? A Regiment of Renown.
Yeah, so I could see like March, the OBR.
But like, if we're going to have like all 11 or 12 books, then doesn't it need to come out in February?
11, maybe, yeah. The Leviticus says those 3 books are out by the end of February. I've heard that's a very accelerated timeline. That'd be cool.
But that makes sense, though. It does make sense, especially if you think about like there's going to be like a gap in what do you call it?
In the summer.
In the summer for 40K, exactly. So, it will be Fire Slayers before anything, just to mess with GW customers. Screw you guys. I hope not. I hope it's, I hope for you that it's ogres next. And I can see my son getting into ogres if like the release is cool enough. By the way, I had a thought. And like this is not a statement, okay? But like, so like Nurgle has some fat guys, right?
Uh-huh.
Cities actually has some fat guys in it, right? But is ogres like, is that like the fat guy faction? Is that like the
Yeah,
right?
Obviously. Yeah.
But
Are
like,
you kidding? Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding because like, but they're not guys and gals. They're ogres.
They're lads, is what
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah, and ladies.
Lads is gender neutral.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Is lads general?
No, it's not. But
I was like trying to yes and you, and I'm just like I don't know what to say.
You're like, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like? Tell me more, Karsten. You're like, well, it's not, but
Well, it's kind of like how I don't know. Like a lot of people will say guys just to like
I do
refer
that.
to a group of people.
I always say guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like technically not gender neutral,
It's
but
not.
you mean it in a gender neutral way.
Yeah.
Yeah, ogres are like the quintessential fat guy faction, though. I think.
Right.
The whole identity is just when's the next snack? That's it.
I love it.
Yeah. And who can make the tastiest snack and the best meal is like that's your king. It's not about power. I guess it's like kind of about power because he has to go and hunt something. But a tyrant is literally just like who can,
The king is, or the tyrant is the one bringing in like the best food, the best meat.
He's the one like bringing the feast to everyone and like, yeah. So it's just like which one of your bros can get the most hamburgers from White Spot or whatever, or like White Castle. Yeah.
White Spot all the way. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Especially if you're talking ogres, like double.
Yeah. And one guy brings back a pirate pack. And you're just like, whoa, this guy's a new tyrant for sure. Oh my god.
I don't know. The pirate packs were a little bit light,
Yeah, but it's the presentation, right?
Yeah, but the double with the crossed pickles on top.
The real bro, what he does is he gets a pirate pack because of the presentation and then puts
okay.
a double inside of it.
There we go. There we go.
Absolute champion.
Yeah, poutine on the fries.
Yep. that ship is sinking.
Exactly. Oh man,
Yeah.
I want to be friends with them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I love.
Well, I have
Wingspot.
affection for you then.
Exactly. Oh man, that'd be sick actually if my kid got into ogres, or dwarves. Then I'm super
The
jazzed.
faction spells are just like hamburger,
Oh
like
man,
milkshake, and
and like
hot dog.
hot dog. I was gonna say like meat submarine, but yeah, I think hot dog's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like or instead of fries, they're chicken strips.
Yeah. Or they go like the Stormcast
Oh.
route where they have like the hammer tornado, except it's just like
It's a hot dog
hot
tornado.
dog wave or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Sharknado. You know, it should have been for IDK. Hammer tornado, and then you got hot dog tornado. or it could be like bratwurst or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would want it to be like spicy meat though, for some reason.
Just
But
hear it in the distance. You're like, what's that noise? Is someone making mac and cheese? What's happening?
Where are ogres? Would they eat mac and cheese? Only if there's
why
hot
not?
dogs in it?
Ogres will eat anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I
But
mean, the
they
whole
like-
lore about the Noblars is that they keep them around because they taste bad, but they're an emergency snack.
Oh, crazy.
So the Noblars are like helping them carry their
I
stuff.
didn't
And
know
it's kind of
that.
like a symbiotic relationship where they taste so bad that the ogres are like, oh God, we'll let you live, but you got to carry my stuff. Like,
Oh, what? That's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, I like that a lot. We should do like a food of the mortal realms thing. Like, I know a lot about black corn. You know,
yeah, black corn.
black corn. Yeah, it's like the Skaven blight
Oh, right.
crop. You can only get it from there. Costco hot dog. Don't let ogres be skinny like city ogres. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be like a cardinal sin, wouldn't it? But like those are ogroids, right? They're not actual ogres, or am I wrong?
It's supposed to be like a cross between like a
Like
human,
a human and ogre? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Like rat ogres.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because they have them in 40K too, like they in that 40K game, what's it called? Dark Tide?
Yep. The Ogren.
Ogren guy,
Right.
yeah. And he doesn't look fat. He doesn't have the proper dad bod. He's got like he looks like a meathead.
Yeah.
Meathead
He's just
dad bod.
thick. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah, thick, exactly. That would be lame. Like I do hope that they give them like a like I don't want like them like the same sculpt. Like I do want them to reimagine even regular ogres a little bit. You know what I mean? But they got to have that same basic potato shape though to their bodies, right? Pear shaped body,
Yep. The best shape.
the best shape. Is it the best shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more. Do you want to know more? Yes, I do. I clicked on it.
I didn't say I was going to tell you more. I didn't have more to offer, to be honest. But
Okay.
it's
It's the best. You could
Yep.
say, but favorite is a matter of opinion. Best is a matter of like, you should have something to back it up. Which by the way, which one? Potato or pear? Which is the best shape?
pear shape.
Pear shaped?
Yeah.
But isn't pear shaped like if you say this whole thing is pear shaped, isn't that like a metaphor?
It's really good.
It means
Yeah.
it's really bad. It's the opposite, man.
It's the best possible outcome, I think. That's what I've been saying. I don't know what you've been saying.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
What is
this
my-
whole thing is pear shaped, you guys, and I'm loving it.
Because I love pears.
Pears are great.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Heartless pear.
I'm not really a fan of pear. I like Japanese pear, nashi.
Is that Japanese pear? Yeah, I thought you were talking about like the Asian pear that's like half apple, half pear kind of thing.
So yeah, that is like a thing for sure. Korean pears like there's like they have them from China, Korea, Japan, and the ones from Japan are insanely crisp, incredible. We actually just bought some from H Mart, and they were from Korea, but they're the same breed as the ones from Japan. Yeah, and they're the most expensive, but they're so good. Yeah, so crisp.
Nice.
Yeah, those in the summer, OD.
Carson, were you excited to see all the new Ogre releases from the preview show? Yes, I was. Yeah. My preview show had a bunch of Ogre releases. I don't know about you guys.
He did a lot of drugs before the tournament, though.
My God.
My God.
Meet Bobby Hughes.
By the way, Ludivicus has said earlier, don't let, he said, ogres and Nurgle meant to be fat, period. So I think we can all agree on that. And then I missed that earlier, by the way. And then,
actually,
yeah,
go ahead.
Okay. So Keith said, you want an endless spell that would get referred to as the sausage slapper because it slaps everyone with sausages. I mean,
perfect.
That would be awesome.
Yep. I cast Costco hot dog.
I cast bratwurst.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And it went off. And it went off with a 10+, which means that they turn into Costco hot dogs. So they do like an extra mortal wound.
Yep. Is it okay if I do a shameless plug for a friend of mine real quick?
No.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Anyway, yeah, you go on. Go on.
Okay. So my friend who just popped up in the chat, Bobby, is working on a game called the Gold River Project on Steam.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be releasing to early access in 3 days.
Sick.
I just posted it in the chat. Please go check it out if you're interested in like survival games and crafting games and stuff like that.
Oh, dear.
Go check it out. Looks pretty cool.
I'm going to go to the site. I know I trust you, but
some support, wish list it, all that sort of stuff.
Wow.
And shameless plug over.
Sick. I brought it up. The Gold River Project. I thought you were going to talk about the Metroidvania.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Another person in the Warhammer community. There's a lot of games coming out.
Yeah. I like Metroidvanias though. I signed up for that, and I meant to what do you call it?
Yeah.
Install
that was a playtest though.
It is a playtest. Yeah.
Release.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm going to do that because I like Metroidvanias. Oh man.
Also, in other news, we picked Team Canada today.
Oh, did you? You did tell me. Sorry, I was reading that Ludivicus wants them to look like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that too. Yeah. We it was extremely difficult decision to make. We were in a call for like 3 hours last night, just talking about like the last couple people. He's transfer sent from Bobby in the chat. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. It's all public. Yesterday we had like a big, like 3 hour long meeting that went past midnight for the Eastern folks.
Jeez.
Just like really deliberating. We had a lot of really, really great talent this year. Super difficult decision to make, and we ended up kind of sleeping on our decision and doing a vote in the morning.
Cool.
And the team is fully decided.
Nice.
And the team is
I'm hating
me.
it. Okay.
As the captain, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we have Connor Mitchell, who's a very good player from Ontario. We have Devin Cortman, who regularly tortures me in the chat on this show.
Yep. Both of us.
And is my co-captain.
Mostly you, though.
Yeah. Fabian Barbus, one of the best players in the world, probably.
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 You made like a very strong statement. You're like, well, I don't know.
Let's bring that back a little bit. John Zoshak, who has been on the channel before and you know as well.
What?
Yeah. See, he's working. He is like, so John's husband is Canadian. He comes to tons of Canadian tournaments.
Yeah.
Canada's stance on mercenaries has always been like we do not actively seek them out.
I
But if
see.
someone wants to choose to like integrate themselves with Canada, and that's Canada is like a Age of Sigmar institution, then you're welcome to try for our team.
Oh wow.
John's also in the process of like becoming a permanent resident right now for Canada. So like
shoot. Really?
he's Canadian to me. So
yeah.
It's that's why he's on the team.
That's sick.
And also he's a very good player. Then we have Justin Lapointe.
John also plays a lot of armies too, which is really important for a team tournament, obviously. So
yeah, it is nice to have that flexibility for sure. We've got Justin Lapointe from Quebec, Matthias Crucial.
Never heard of him.
Local guys. Yeah, never heard of him. Boring.
Moving on.
And Michael Sabetti, aka Biggest Piggus himself. And local guide, Michael Sabetti. He's Italian, as he says, so I'm going to force him into social situations there.
Good.
Yeah. So congratulations to all those guys, and thank you to everyone who supported us along the way. Lots of work to do still going up to Worlds, but I feel confident that this is going to be like the most competitive team that Canada has ever assembled.
Wow. So that's a big statement.
Yeah, we're aiming for a top 5 finish.
Damn.
At Worlds.
Wow.
I think we have a good shot at it.
Wow.
Yeah. Lots of work to do, but I think it's going to be a really good team.
Don't screw up the comp.
Yeah. I'll try.
No pressure. I'm divorced from my worries already regarding that. Oh, Canada. Canada. It could be read a lot of different ways. Yeah, that's awesome though. That's really exciting. When is AOS Teams Worlds, whatever you call it?
It's going to be June 3rd to 7th this year, and it's going to be at the Grand Hotel Adriatico in Montesilvano, Italy, which is like the East Coast. It's at an Italian beach resort, so it's very
East Coast. Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's on the Adriatic Sea.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really looking.
What's the closest like major city?
Pescara.
Oh, okay.
But it's so it's like 2.5 hour drive from Rome.
Oh, wow. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. It's not. Italy's not very wide. So.
No, it's not. It's not wide. It's not very big, actually, in general. But I was just curious if it was closer to like, what do you call it? Florence in English, Firenze or whatever in Italian, or Venice, or Rome or whatever. So that answered my question.
I think Rome is the closest, but it's not super close to either.
I mean, 2.5 hours, is here to Seattle. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's nothing.
It's really nothing. Yeah, exactly. Like if you look at like any kind of zoomed out map of North America, then you can't see the difference between Vancouver and Seattle on the thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, the closest Domino's pizza. I can't play Warhammer without pizza. Yeah, I mean they don't have any there, unfortunately. So,
yeah. The closest Domino's in Italy. Oh my God, who said that? Oh, that's amazing.
Domino's get burned down in Italy.
Bobby, you savage. That reminds me of
I just like pulled out of my case, just like a Domino's pizza box. Like,
thank God I brought this from Canada. Can you imagine? Yeah, thank God I brought this from Canada. Oh,
there's no good food here.
Get out. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that reminds me of what is it, Michael or whatever on The Office, where they're like best pizza in New York. Like I want to introduce you to my favorite pizza joint in New York or whatever. And everyone's expecting, like some local like whatever single restaurant thing, and he's like, it's like Panera, not Panero. It's like it's like the biggest chain, on the East Coast or whatever. Anyway, yeah, that took me off guard, and it was very funny. Rome is the closest. Pat knows. Pat would know. Well, Canada.
Sabaro.
Sabaro. That's what it was. That's what it was on the show. It was Sabaro. Anyway, Eli wants to know, will Canada still get a team after it's annexed by the USA? Yes, we will be. We'll be featured. Like, how it's like Chinese Taipei and Chinese Hong Kong will be American.
The entire rest of the world will just be like, it's Canada, but America, it'll be like
America. It'll be America, Ottawa.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys better dress really nice in Italy. To be honest, I'm going to wear shorts and as like thin of a shirt as I can because it's going to be
It's gonna
extremely
be
hot in June.
freaking hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have AC or
Turn into a
something.
lobster man.
Yeah, you're gonna be wearing like nothing but linen.
Yeah. Team can't. So this year, like all the jerseys are always like short sleeve, but we're also doing like denim vests for like leaning into the
Oh my
Canadian side of
God.
thing. And I think we're gonna wear those for pictures, and that's about it.
Yeah. Exactly. You can keep them for like next time when you're, hopefully when you're playing in Finland or something like that.
Yeah.
If you ain't pooping straight pasta by the end of that trip, you've gone wrong. That's true.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
I expect maple syrup when playing Canadians. If they're from the East Coast.
In other international comps, they swap jerseys after tournament. Are there similar traditions? Yes. So last year I got 7 jerseys, like
Damn.
duplicates of my own.
How do you end up with 7?
Well, I ordered 7 and then
I
so
see.
So I kept one for me.
I got it.
And then there's 6 rounds, so I wanted to swap with each of my opponents. Didn't end up working out that way, and I just swapped with like random people. But
got you.
Because the problem is like sometimes you walk up at the table and I'm like a 6 foot tall, 300-pound large man, and my opponent's like 5'2" and like in bones. I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So you have to find like the most equivalent person on the other team to swap.
Right.
So
that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, there is jersey swapping. Like I've got a Denmark jersey from last year, a Spanish jersey, an Austrian jersey, and I think French as well, and a couple other things. But yeah, that's a big part of it. Dice as well. Like our dice this year, I know I showed it off earlier, but I don't know if you saw, Bobby, but we got custom dice that say sorry on them when you roll a 6. So we'll be trading those out. They got a little maple leaf in the O for the sorry. Also, remember Carson Cappuccino's a breakfast drink. I'm aware. Yeah. Also, I don't drink coffee past like noon, so I don't
not an issue. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like Korean Girl says, I wish the Seraphon book would come out sooner. I hope they get some kind of new incarnate and some good changes. Yeah, I'm hoping for new Temple Guard or what are they called? Saurus Guard, basically. And I want like a new dinosaur. I want a Stegosaurus or like some kind of Brontosaurus equivalent. And I would
herbivore in Seraphon for some reason.
Well, I mean, the Stegodons are Triceratops, which are herbivores. So
that's true. Yeah.
Are there any others?
No, I'm just a fool.
There's Diplodocus, which is not even a dinosaur. Diplodocus? That's the spawn of Chotek, right?
Yeah.
And then I also want like a giant ass like pterodactyl style thing, like maybe like a skink chief on pterodactyl, and then you could also have like a star priest on there. It could be like a swap between the two of them. Something pretty big though, that'd be so sick, dude. And like a new character. Like I want a lot of stuff, just to be clear. But you know what's funny though, was like you said about the wanting an incarnate. Like I didn't think about that. I always thought about like them getting their own spells. Like they should have their own spells, And I was talking about this too with Eric when he came over and we played last week. But it's like we pay 10 points or whatever we pay for the spell lore for Seraphon, and I was saying like that's so stupid because it's like the other spell lore is garbage, right? So if you ask like any Seraphon player, they'll be like, just take away my choice, don't give me a choice, and then just make them free. You know what I mean? Like just take that other spell lore and throw it in the garbage because it's not even a choice. Like you didn't give us an actual choice, right? But I do think that like there should be probably 2 spell lores in Seraphon, but I don't know. The whole paying for spell lore and terrain and stuff like that, I'm not about it. The only time I think we should be paying for artifacts and heroic traits is if you can have multiples. Like if I can have 2 artifacts in my army, okay, then, or if I can have as many as I can fit with the points. You know what I mean? I think every artifact you should be paying for points, because that way we can get more granular with our list building as well. It's kind of like a thing that we've been missing. I think that'd be rad. And it would also like kind of entice you to take more non-named characters, you know? But anyway.
Yeah. I don't mind the paying points for artifacts and stuff like that. I think that the implementation is a little bit wrong though, where it's just like they create a clear winner, which is like basically the only usable one.
Yeah. And then
And
now
then the
you have
other
to
ones are
pay
just
for
garbage.
it because you didn't want to get the garbage. So like to not have to pay for garbage, we had to like just choose to not take artifacts and heroic traits. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like paying for terrain, like all that jazz, it feels really whack to me personally. But yeah, unless you could double up, not on terrain, not on, you know, other stuff like spell lores or whatever. I just mean for artifacts and that kind of thing. It would be really cool. And it would improve, like the main thing that I think is not interesting in AOS 4 is list building. I think it's like less interesting now. Like it's, you know, it's far less granular than it's ever been. And there was like general artifacts too in AOS 2 that you could just pay points for, and you could still only have one of each. But yeah, we had like just general artifacts that anyone could take. So we've kind of taken like a step back in terms of list building to a certain extent, but you know, we'll see. Who knows what the General's Handbook has in store for us? They took a huge swing last time, and maybe they will again. So, yeah. Norwegian crop top. What did I step into here? If you ask for a North American pizza in Rome, let me know how many years of prison they give you. Yeah, I read a book by this Japanese guy. He would go around to different places in the world, and he would write like almost like stories. It's like a little biography or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like he kind of just, it's written like a story kind of, where he'd be like, then I went here and then I went there and this happened and that kind of thing. Anyway, and so he said he went to this bar, like this whiskey bar or whatever in like Aberdeen or somewhere, and you know, so basically the waitress said to him, like, if you ask for ice in your glass, I'm gonna slit your throat. I'm paraphrasing, like he said kakikite yaru, but like that means, you know, really like it's pretty brutal. It's almost like a gangster said it. So anyway, but yeah, that reminded me of that.
Also, I just wanted to check in. I don't before the show you said that I need to do something at 9 p.m. It's 9:10. So
my son just texted me. I do need to pick him up.
Okay. From
his concert, but I'm not sure if he's done. Wait, what?
Done.
Oh, okay. Yep. Gotta go, everyone. Sorry. He told me it was probably going to be like 9:30, 9:45. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you all had fun, and we'll see you guys next week. Sorry I didn't get to read all the comments here at the end. Love you guys. Bye!